Hello everybody, this is Joe coming to you here from the Geek for All YouTube channel, and as you can see we have 2 fat packs, which means it is that time again. We did it for the first time in Shadows over Innistrad. For those of you that watch our Jar series, you know that somebody else on this channel is Amy, and she and I will be opening our fat packs. This fat pack is mine, this fat pack is Amy's, so what we're going to do first, I'm going to open mine since I'm here talking to all of you. I'm going to pass Amy hers so that she keeps that on the side. And we're gonna have a fat pack battle. We're gonna open the fat pack, we're gonna see who gets what. We will cut after I'm done opening mine to Amy. Amy will open hers. We will cut again after we have checked the prices, and we will determine who wins. Now, unlike the last fat pack battle, which I may or may not have lost, because I don't wanna talk about it, but after the last fat pack battle, there was no prize, there was no punishment. So we've decided to up the stakes. You guys really seem to enjoy it, so thank you first of all for all of your support on the last one. We get this little player's guide in here for those of you that have not seen a fat pack before. But so for all of your support, the loser at the end of the video, we will cut again, and the loser will have a punishment of some kind to be doled out. So here's the fat pack. I'll show you the packaging. Amy will not then at that point, just so that we will save some time. We got the blue D20 in this one. We have all of the D20s. I traded for them, but I love the little set symbol as the 20. I usually do, but this set is particularly good with their little Emrakul Eldrazi tentacle-y set symbol there. So we have the 2 boxes, which is Liliana and Emrakul. So you guys can see those. Again, we won't put them together, but you can at least see them. They look pretty awesome. We'll leave those on the side as well. And we have 9 packs to open. Obviously, we have the land pack. That'll stay sealed as well. But we have 9 packs to open per fat pack. So, without further ado, now that we've gotten them all out and out of the way, I have 9 packs to open. So I'm going to zoom this camera in so that you guys can see what we're working with. And let's get right into it. We start with a Smoldering Werewolf pack. I've opened a ton of product this weekend. It is release weekend because we've done, booster box openings, etc. So check out the rest of the videos on the channel if you want to see that as well. We start with a Wretched Gryff. Love this. Distemper of the Blood, Choking Restraints, Skurstag Supplicant, Grapple with the Past, Cathar's Shield, Thraben Standard Bearer, Exultant Cultist, Thermo Alchemist, Nebelgast Herald is our first uncommon, Drownyard Behemoth, an Eldrazi Crab is the second, and a Vampire Cutthroat is the third. My first, rare or mythic, is Providence. Boo. The cards, like the art is interesting, which as a Vorthos player I appreciate, but for value, I don't know that I've seen a person who likes this card. So, Providence. My flip card is a Shrill Howler. It is an uncommon flip, flipping into the Howling Chorus. I appreciate that, seems really cool. Behind it, nothing else, a flip token and a spirit token. So, in this first pack, not too much. We will go to another Smoldering Werewolf pack, see if this one helps us out at all. I don't really know. Okay, so we start with a Backwoods Survivalists, another Wretched Gryff, Woodland Patrol, Weirded Vampire, It of the Horrid Swarm, love that name, Faithbearer Paladin, Enlightened Maniac, Field Creeper, Fury Blade Vampire is the first uncommon, Gnarlwood Dryad is the second, and Ride Down is the third. Ride Down's awesome. My second rare or mythic is a mythic in Mirrorwing Dragon. In terms of money, I don't know that it's really up there. The card is great, but in terms of mythics in the set, I don't know that this one is one of the most valuable, but we shall see. Behind the Mirrorwing Dragon, we have one of my favorite flip cards in the set, the Cryptolith Fragment, flipping into the Aurora of Emrakul. I just love that art. I think it looks so amazing. I'm looking forward to being able to use it in Limited and hopefully get it flipped. I mean, it's a 1/4 Flying Death Touch, which is awesome, but it just also looks beautiful. Behind that, anything else? Ho-ho, a Hanweir Garrison. So we have, it flips into the bottom half of Hanweir the Writhing Township, which is pretty awesome. So, hey, this was a great pack. A mythic and a rare, both in the same color. We have a swamp behind that and an Eldrazi horror token behind that. That pack was good for us. Now we move on to a Liliana pack. Let's see. We also have Dave from the channel with us, so Dave will be helping us out on the camera once we get out to the punishment for whoever wins, loses, etc. We start with a Waxing Moon, Borrowed Grace, Drag Under, Gavany Unhallowed, Wolfkin Bond, Field Creeper, Spectral Reserves, Laboratory Brute, Prophetic Ravings, Rise from the Grave is the first uncommon, Long Road Home is the second, and Clear Shot is the third. My third rare or mythic is Eldritch Evolution. This card is worth money. I will say, if you guys were confused at all, depending on when you're watching this, as I said, this is release weekend. We are aware of the fact that release weekend pricing is a thing. We are just going off of that pricing. So if this card bombs at a Pro Tour or explodes at a Pro Tour and this price changes drastically, we're not going to change who won or lost. It will just be based on this weekend's pricing, just so if you guys were curious as to the rules. But as of right now, as far as I know, this card is doing pretty well because people think that this will be the new birthing pod in Modern. So we have that. We have a second Cryptolith Fragment. Not worth anything, but I'm super happy to have it. So you guys saw that already. Behind that is a Plains and a Liliana Emblem. That's pretty awesome. I've been mentioning in our booster box openings that we've been getting a lot of Liliana emblems. Usually the emblems are a lot harder to come by. I don't know if that's just luck of the draw or if they actually have been putting them in packs more frequently in this set. But we have Borrowed Grace, Otherworldly Outburst, Prey Upon, Wailing Ghoul, Grapple with the Past, Cathar's Shield, Exultant Cultist, Stensia Innkeeper, Ironclad Slayer, Savage Alliance. I love the art on this card. That's our first uncommon. Drogskull Shieldmate is our second, and Mercurial Geists is the third, speaking of awesome art. My next rare or mythic is another Providence. That's not cool. I want expensive cards so that I can win this Fat Pack battle. Amy's shaking her head no, but I want them. So here's a second Providence. That's annoying. My flip card is the Vilden Pack Outcast, which flips into the Drone Pack Kindred. We have about 1 million of these, so we'll leave that on the side. Behind it, nothing else. We have a flip token and an Eldrazi horror token, so that pack was also garbage. We have another Smoldering Werewolf pack. Usually on the channel, you don't hear us saying that a pack is garbage, because if it's got cool art, then we like the card, but for this video, we actually care about value. So, Boon of Emrakul, Take Inventory, Tattered Haunter, all of you Pokemon Go players out there, Thraben Foulbloods, Wolfkin Bond, Thraben Standard Bearer, Contingency Plan, love the art on this card as well, fantastic. Thermo Alchemist, Fiend Binder, like that guy a lot, or gal. Lunar Force is our first uncommon, Drownyard Behemoth is the second, and a Hamlet Captain is the third. Our rare or mythic in this pack is, or my rare or mythic is, Spirit of the Hunt. Okay, I don't know that it's super valuable. Maybe I'll surprise myself when I check online, but there's a Spirit of the Hunt. Behind it, my flip card is another Vilden Pack Outcast. You just saw what it flipped into. Behind that, just a Swamp, and a Human Wizard token that you get from the Docent of Perfection. So that's pretty awesome. We move on to a Liliana pack. I am about halfway through. We've got 4 packs left if you're counting the one in my hands. So we start with Backwoods Survivalists, Wretched Griff, Distemper of the Blood, Crossroads Consecrator, Gavany Unhallowed, Cathar's Shield, Thraben Standard Bearer, Exultant Cultist, Thermo Alchemist, Lunar Force is our first uncommon, a lot of duplicates today, Spreading Flames, speaking of not a duplicate, and Advanced Stitchwing. And my next rare or mythic is a Distended Mindbender. Not a lot of value, again, at least from what I understand. I'll check online and maybe I'll surprise myself. Hopefully I'll surprise myself, but I'm not super confident on that one. But we have that, followed by a Conduit of Storms. I like this card a lot. I think it's really cool. It is only uncommon, so value-wise it's not really there, but it flips into the Conduit of Emrakul. Looks fantastic, looks disgusting, but looks fantastic. We'll leave that on the side. And we have a flip token and an Eldrazi horror token. The value was there in the beginning and then kind of dried up. So let's see if this Liliana pack can do something for me. I'm sure, again, Amy doesn't want that to happen, but I do. So we have Take Inventory, Desperate Sentry, Ingenious Scob, Woodcutter's Grit, Certain Death, Ironclad Slayer, Contingency Plan again. We have another Thermo Alchemist, another Fiend Binder, Abandoned Reason is our first uncommon, Morn Willow is the second, and a Markov Crusader is the third. My next rare or mythic is... Ishkana Graph Widow. That's another mythic. It is worth something. I know it actually kind of surprisingly shot up after pre-release, which is usually not what happens with mythics, but I think people had a chance to play with it, realized how good it was. So yeah, I'm a fan. I got this card in a pre-release and used it. It does great work. So yeah, Ishkana Graph Widow. I will definitely keep that on the side. That one could help me out a lot. We have my flip card is Smoldering Werewolf, flipping into the Erupting Dreadwolf. Pretty awesome. Behind that, anything else? Nope, just a flip token and a spider token, which you actually get from Ishkana Graph Widow. So that's pretty cool. I have two more packs left, a Liliana pack and a Lunar Force pack. Let's see what else I can get. I already have two mythics out of this fat pack, which is pretty cool. We'll see if Amy gets some stuff that's better. I hope she doesn't, but at the same time, I hope she does, because I'm a nice person. Ingenious Scob, Spring Sage Ritual, Galvanic Bombardment, Crossroads Consecrator, Thraben Foulbloods, Spontaneous Mutation, Terrarian, beautiful, beautiful art on Terrarian, Stencia Banquet, Guardian of Pilgrims, Graph Harvest is our first uncommon, Geist of the Archives is the second, Noose Constrictor is the third. My next to last, or second to last, rare or mythic is Collective Defiance. Pretty nice. I like the art. I like these modal escalate cards. They're pretty cool. They are sorceries, but they do some pretty sweet things. Most of them do. The white one I think is the best, but this one's not bad either. Behind it, my flip card is an Ulvenwald Captive. Again, we have a million of these, but it flips into the Ulvenwald Abomination. I'll show it to you guys. Behind that, just a flip token and an insect token. Final pack for me. Do I need more value? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what Amy has. So, as I said, after this, we will cut to Amy. Then we'll cut to both of us. We have the Ingenious Scob, Strange Augmentation, Backwoods Survivalist, Borrowed Malevolence, Wolfkin Bond, Faithbearer Paladin, Field Creeper, Bold Impaler, Steadfast Cathar, Fury Blade Vampire is the first uncommon, Drogskull Shieldmate is the second, and Dusk Feaster is the third. My last rare or mythic, unless I get technically a flip rare or mythic, is Cryptbreaker. Not bad. A lot of people are calling this the new Pack Rat. I don't know that I fully believe that, but it is a sweet card. So we will leave that on the side to look at later. Lone Rider is behind that as our flip, flipping into It That Rides as One. I love it. Not super valuable, but I just love it. I think it's so cool. Behind that, just a Mountain and an Eldrazi Horror. So guys, my fat pack had two mythics in it. In the Ishkana Graph Widow, and I'm gonna pull those out, and the Mirrorwing Dragon. So let's see if these are enough to get me there. Hold on 1 second and we will be right back with Amy's opening. So as promised, we are back with Amy's fat pack. She's gonna start ripping into it while I talk to you guys. So as I said, we will cut at the end of when Amy's done here. She's not gonna show you the packaging, she's just gonna open it up. But if you haven't seen a fat pack battle from us before, Amy will show the cards that she gets. I will read it all off. All the packaging is falling everywhere, which is totally fine. Leave all that stuff on the side. I will help her rip into the packaging so we can get at these 9 packs. Amy got the white D20, which is pretty cool. So there's that. But we'll get at these packs and see what Amy gets. Again, if she does better than me, I have to suffer a punishment. If not, she suffers it. So we will see how that goes. And we will get started. We start with a Liliana pack. I'll zoom in. We start with a Liliana pack. There we go. Okay. Let's see what Amy gets. Hold on. We start with... framing. There we go. We got this. A wretched griff, or a wretched griff. A distemper of the blood. Choking restraints. Thraben foul bloods. A primal druid. Enlightened maniac. A Stensia banquet. Guardian of pilgrims. Lunar Force is her first uncommon in this pack. Advanced Stitchwing is the second. Give No Ground is the third, and her rare or mythic is the Mausoleum Wanderer. This card's a little bit up there because they're talking about it in the Spirits deck, at least at this point. Again, if you're watching this after a Pro Tour and it didn't do well, or whatever the case may be, then maybe not. But yeah, it's definitely there. So there's a Mausoleum Wanderer. Behind it is her flip card in Shrill Howler, which flips into the Howling Chorus. I think we saw that with mine as well. So we'll move that to the side, flip it back over. You also have a foil in Haunted Dead. It is a foil uncommon, so we'll check the price on that as well. The spirit in the background on that looks really cool. Obviously the zombie herself really doesn't, but the card's also just great. Like, at least in limited, I really enjoy it. Behind that, we have a flip token and a spirit token. In the next pack, we have, I say we, I did that last time too. It's clearly Amy's packs. I'm just so used to saying we for the channel. But we have a Dawn Griff to start. Prey Upon is next. Cultist's Staff. Swift Spinner. Cemetery Recruitment. Primal Druid. Bold Impaler. Steadfast Cathar, or Cathar, Enlightened Maniac, Mockery of Nature. That guy looks awesome. Mm-hmm. We have a Long Road Home as our second uncommon, and Courageous Outrider is the third. Her rare or mythic is a Dark Salvation. Very nice. I don't know offhand if that's worth anything. Well, obviously, as I said, we'll find out. But the card's great. I mean, Amy and I, again, if you watch our Jar series where we review the stories, we really enjoy flavor and storyline, and this was from the story, so that's great. Dark Salvation.
This is definitely one of my favorite cards.
Oh, good.
Mainly because the art actually looks like Innistrad art.
Okay.
100% to me, versus some of these other ones which are just so colorful because of the Eldrazi. Mm-hmm.
Nice, very nice. Oh, and behind it you have a Midnight Scavengers. That's your flip card, so flip, there you go. And it flips into the bottom half of Chittering Host. Super awkward to show these flip cards where it's like, oh, it's just the bottom. We'll see if you complete the whole thing. That'd be kind of cool. So there's that. And then behind it, just a flip token and a spider token. So there you go. Next pack. So not bad. Dark Salvation. Now we have the werewolf pack, the Smoldering Werewolf. Let's see what we get out of here. We start, as many packs I think have started, with a Boon of Emrakul. Spring Sage Ritual. Succumb to Temptation. Woodcutter's Grit. A Terrarian, love that art so much. Stensia Banquet. Guardian of Pilgrims. Convolute. Geist of the Lonely Vigil is the first uncommon.
That one's beautiful.
It is very cool. Dusk Feaster, I love the art on this one. It's a little dark, but I love that red, how that red comes through. Mm-hmm. And Chilling Grasp, her next rare or mythic is...
Yes. I did it, guys.
Tameo Field Researcher. We still have more Fat Pack to go, too. This is great, guys. Awesome. Ulvenwald Captive is behind it. It's her flip card. It flips into... Damn it. It flips into the Ulvenwald Abomination. We still have to price these out. So yeah, it flips into the Ulvenwald Abomination. Behind that, looks like you got you got a Hanweir Garrison as well, which basically just nulls the one that I got because they're the same card. So congrats, and that flips into.
I love the art on this one though.
Yes, and it flips into. It's still a bottom half, but you can just flip it. Flip it. It flips into the bottom half of Hanweir the Writhing Township, which Amy calls.
Howl's Moving Castle.
Because that's what it looks like. So there's that.
And that's one of my favorite movies.
And then we have an island. And an ad card. Boo. Pack was garbage because of the ad card.
Yeah, it was such garbage.
Doesn't even count.
You
it doesn't
wish.
count now. It doesn't count. Lunar Force pack
wish.
is next. Yeah. No, that whole pack doesn't count. It's got to be out. It had an ad card in it. Doesn't mean anything. Damn it. Okay. All right. So we are on to Drag Under. Love the name of that card. So cool. Drag Under. Olivia's Dragoon.
Oops.
Desperate Sentry. Borrowed Malevolence, Woodcutter's Grit, Cathar's Shield, Lunarch Mantle, Fogwalker, Stensia Innkeeper. We have another Geist of the Lonely Vigil, a Courageous Outrider, and a Vexing Scuttler. I saw it. I don't know if you guys did. Her rare or mythic is... Hey, a Dark Salvation! So that's the second one of those. Again, if Amy likes it, that's really cool.
Yeah.
She gets a Grizzled Angler as her flip card. Oh. It flips into the Grizzly Angler Fish. So it is an Eldrazi fish now. Awesome. I think that's really cool. So we'll put that down. Behind that, anything? Nope. A flip token and a wolf token. On to the next pack. So 2 Dark Salvations and a Tameo so far, although, you know, Tameo doesn't count. Smoldering Werewolf pack is next.
It's okay. I'm going to open another Planeswalker anyway.
Wow. She usually does too, which is the sad part for me. Olivia's Dragoon. Desperate Sentry. Distemper of the Blood. Swift Spinner. Gavany Unhallowed. Fogwalker, Stensia Innkeeper, Spectral Reserves, Turn Aside, another great name. Lunar Force is her first uncommon, Deranged Whelp, and Somberwalled Stag, her next rare or mythic. Is an Assembled Alpha. This card's pretty cool. I actually have no idea on the value of it, so we'll have to see. It's a little expensive, but what it does is just really good. Behind it is the Extricator of Sin, flipping into the Extricator of Flesh. Awesome names, awesome card, looks fantastically disgusting. But yeah, it's really cool. So behind that, just a flip token and a zombie token. On to the next pack. We still have 3 packs left after the one that she's opening. So she's basically about halfway through and already has a Tameo. So yeah, why not? We start with Ingenious Scob, Spring Sage Ritual, Galvanic Bombardment, Grapple with the Past, adorable, sad and adorable. Weirded Vampire, It of the Horrid Swarm, love it, Spontaneous Mutation, Stensia Banquet, Faith Bearer Paladin, Blood Mist, awesome, just great art, and her first uncommon in this pack. Mercurial Geists, and Insatiable Gorgers. Her next rare or mythic is Sigarda's Aid. Once again, I don't think it's super valuable, but I'm ready to be proven wrong if necessary. Behind it, her flip card is the Midnight Scavenger. So once again, still not the Graph Rats. You need the Graph Rats. It's still the bottom half of Hanweir the Writhing Township, or not Hanweir the Writhing Township, Chittering Host, excuse me. I have Hanweir on the brain. But yeah, it's the bottom half of Chittering Host. Behind it, just a flip token and another ad card. Good, that one doesn't count either. On to the next pack, 3 packs left. This one is the Liliana pack. You don't need Liliana. You mentioned that you were going to get another. You don't need Liliana. You don't need another Tameo. You just don't. You don't need those. It's fine. It's fine. We have Otherworldly Outburst, Dawn Griff, Prey Upon, Skursdag Supplicant, a weird name, It of the Hard
really cool.
Swarm, Bold Impaler.
I love that art.
Yeah, this guy's cool.
So cool.
Really cool. And a common, too. Selfless Cathar, or Cathar, again. Spontaneous Mutation, awesome. We have a Rise from the Grave as the first uncommon. We have Abundant Maw as the second.
That thing is ugly.
It's an Eldrazi Leech, and look at how big he is. And another Mercurial Geist. Her next rare or mythic is a Niblis of Frost. I like this guy a lot. I don't know about the value of it, but it's pretty cool. And it is a spirit, so if it goes in that spirits deck, then maybe. But otherwise, yeah, we'll see. Behind it, her flip card, there's the Graph Rats. So you did complete one Chittering Host. If you flip it over, it flips into the top half of Chittering Host. So there you go. Again, I still don't know about the value of it. In Limited, it's great to get both. But yeah, you completed Chittering Host, so there you go. Behind that is a foil common in Enlightened Maniac. The background on that, just the light coming through the building looks incredible. Again, good lighting effects and good color make for really good foils, and that one looks really, really nice. So good for you. Again, we'll check on the value of it. I'm not sure that it's up there at all, but we have an island behind it and a spirit token. But yeah, as Lunar Force Pack next. As Vorthos players, we also just care about how cool the art looks, but for this, we're also focusing on how much it's worth. So, okay, we start with Cultist Staff, Galvanic Bombardment, Wolfkin Bond, Skursdag Supplicant again, Grapple with the Past again, super sad, Guardian of Pilgrims, Convolute, Make Mischief, awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Little
art.
devils, yep. Rise from the Grave is the first uncommon again. Dusk Feaster again. And Crop Sigil, next rare or mythic, is an Eternal Scourge. Once again, pretty sure it's not worth much, but if I'm proven wrong, I'm proven wrong. But there's that. Behind it, the Tangleclaw Werewolf is her flip card, uncommon flip, and it flips into the Fibrous Entangler. Gross from the trailer, just to show you how much the Eldrazi have changed. So there's the Fibrous Entangler. Disgusting, this card. Disgusting. Behind it, oh my god. Why? Why? The two most sought after cards in the set. Okay. Gisela the Broken Blade. Why? All right, it flips into my favorite art in the entire set. Is the art for Brizella, Voice of Nightmares.
And I hate this art.
Amy hates it, which is why you deserve it. You deserve it. If I'm going to lose, you deserve to get Brizella. So, okay, great. So you got Brizella. Congratulations, Gisela. Let's see if there's an ad card so we can nullify this one too. There isn't. Awesome. Flip token and a spirit token. Awesome. There's still one pack left for her, guys.
Should I even bother opening this?
Wow. Oh, with the sick rubbins. Okay, so we'll see what she gets out of this last one. Pretty sure it doesn't matter. We will do the formality of checking the prices, and then we will go outside and deal with our punishment. Dawn Griff is the first. Prey Upon. Cultist Staff. Olivia's Dragoon. Primal Druid, Skursdag Supplicant, Steadfast Cathar, Spontaneous Mutation, Terrarian. You have to excuse me, I'm a little upset. Abandon Reason is our first uncommon. Hamlet Captain is the second.
That one's cool.
It is. And Faith Unbroken is the third. And her rare or mythic is a Stromkirk Occultist. Oh no.
I love the art on this one so much.
Good. I'm happy that you like it so much. It's not worth a lot of money, which doesn't matter at this point for Amy. But her flip card is Lone Rider, which is awesome because now you get, flip it over, you get It That Rides as One. Yay. Awesome, disgusting, just like amazing. So there you go. It That Rides as One. Behind that, nothing. Awesome. And a Liliana emblem for her as well. Very nice. Okay. So yeah, guys, we'll be back to you in just a second as we total it up and see who actually won. So guys, we did the math, even though it was relatively trivial for us to have done so. We both have our hammer garrisons here. They cancel each other out, so we'll return those to the sides. But if you look at these right here, these are all cards within the top 15 most expensive cards in the set. I'm actually going to put these next to each other so you can see them a little bit better. But yeah, basically we did the math, right? And these are mine. These are my three. So I have the Mirrorwing Dragon, the Ishkanograph Widow, and the Eldritch Evolution. All three of these combined, I'm not going to give you exact numbers just because depending on when you're watching this depends on what the value is. You guys can look it up for yourselves to see if this is still the case. But as of release weekend, when we are filming this, all three of these cards combined don't equal one of these. Either Gisela or Tamio, they are both very close in price, within 10 cents of each other, but all three of my most expensive cards combined don't even equal one of Amy's. So not only did I lose, but I got ruined because as soon as she opened the Tamio, she had beaten me, and then she got a Gisela. So we're going to cut one last time, and we are going to see my punishment for having lost this Fiance Fat Pack battle. So, as promised, I lost. So my punishment is this. I get to get pied in the face today. Not only that, but I have to make the pie myself. Is that to your liking? Is that enough for you?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So I'll give that over to Amy. I'm going to take these off.
Ready?
I mean, I guess I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Oh my god. Oh god!
Oh, there's not very much on your face.
Okay, do you want to fix that, I guess, I assume? Oh god!
Ew, it looks like cottage cheese.
Well, it doesn't taste like cottage cheese. So, now, you would think I'd be done, right? No. Right now, Amy is going to make up another pie because, as you heard, Dave is with us today.
Hey.
And so Dave is going to also get, since I lost, to add on to my punishment. Oh, it's falling off. There it goes. Dave gets to add to my punishment today and gets to pie me again with a pie that Amy has made at this point. I will not be able to see where Dave is coming from, but he can just go right ahead whenever he is ready and just put that pie directly. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, God. It's delicious. So, everybody, from the Geek for All YouTube channel, I have been Joe. Thank you so much for watching this Fiance Fat Pack battle, in which I soundly lost, so I totally deserve what I've gotten. My eyes will not be opening to see, so you can see my eyes. But I will say, subscribe down below to see more content like this, or more openings and stuff from us. As I said, I've been Joe. You guys can...
I'm Amy.
I'm Dave.
And so, as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.